Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Danny Granger, also O'Neal out there, and it's Lewis in at point.
And the massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar, impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
George, that's a two-pointer. That one wide left.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
It's Moncrief on the wing. Here's Johnson. No good on that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the Pacers head coach. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. From deep, George score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Nice release on the shot. George has put a lot of work into his mechanics. And I like the way he continues to impress from beyond the arc.
Pass to Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Danny Granger.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Over onto Kumbo. O'Neal misses.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
George passes to Lewis. Now O'Neal. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Inside. And there's Moncrief. That's good on the assist by Robertson.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
Passes to O'Neal. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Here's Johnson. And there's the pass to Moncrief. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Clock at 4. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lewis against Moncrief. Pass to Smits. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That one, no good. Giannis outside. Robertson passes to Johnson. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And George, here we go. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Different look for Milwaukee. Baker, he's checked in front of Tecumbo. Dandridge comes in for Johnson. And Allen subbed in for Moncrief. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's McGinnis. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Nobody near Allen. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
And how about the vision there from the Big O, guys? Beautiful.
Oladipo, the pass to McGinnis. Now Hibbert. Over Abdul-Jabbar, and the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Allen. The putback, great positioning on the putback. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Pacers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Indiana Pacers. 11-point game. Pass to McGinnis. Over Baker. It's deflected, but he stays with it. Right wing. Passes it to Person. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo for 3. Drops in the tray.
Count that one. An average long-range shooter. Oladipo makes enough to where you've got to respect his shot.
Here's Robertson. It's hauled in by McGinnis.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Bucks leading by 6. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Dandridge's shot is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Jackson looking it over. To the right side. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Milwaukee, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
On the court right now for the Pacers. We've got Rose. Williams is out there with McGinnis. And there's Jackson. And it's Person at the small forward. And that one drops for him. Abdul-Jabbar's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Bucks.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat. for these second chance opportunities.
Jackson kicks to Rose. The pass to McGinnis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Ray Allen picks one up. Indiana shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Cummings, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Red comes in for Dandridge. McLaughlin's checked in for Allen. And Presley subbed in for Robertson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now here's Cummings. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Rose. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Floats one up. It's good. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pressey against Jackson. Pressey passes to Cummings. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Pacers trail by 10. Here's Jackson. With the teardrop. Pressey with the rebound. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And the jam by Terry Cummings.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Baker. Johnson comes in for McLaughlin. And it's Moncrief in for Pressey. Now, here is O'Neal. On the wing, Granger. Fades and shoots. Another shot. Smits. Pass to Lewis. Johnson against Granger. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Lewis. Got a piece of it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to O'Neal. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Now here is Moncrief. And here's Giannis from outside. And it's Smith with the rebound. Pacers trail by 12. Outside, George. Passes it to Smith. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shot from the top of the key. A new 14 for Indiana. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Smits has got his first basket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Johnson down low. Granger covering. A shot by Johnson, no good. George against Red. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both shots good from the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now here is Moncrief. There's the pass to Bridgman. On the wing, Johnson. From outside the arc, knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got 9.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Castro O'Neal. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Stolen by O'Neal. Lewis outside. Pass to George. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Ray Allen is checked in for Milwaukee. The Pacers making a change here. And both free throws good for Giannis.
You know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it, he passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and gonna continue to get better because of his work ethic.
Robertson, he's checked in for Moncrief. Granger outside. Lewis. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Allen, that's good.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Now here's Lewis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Really left alone that time.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That shot off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
It's stolen by Allen. One-on-one here. Here's Bridgman. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Lewis. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Milwaukee came out looking very confident. Their energy offensively and defensive mindset triggered a 14-3 onslaught to start this game. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bucks leading by 14. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Robertson is out there with Moncrief. Then it's Kareem. Then it's Johnson. And it's Giannis in at the 4 spot. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
here's Lewis. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here's George for three. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with them.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lewis against Robertson. On the wing, Giannis. 6 to shoot. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. They get Danny Granger.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pacers trail by 19. Pass to O'Neal. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Granger. In the corner, George with it. Over Johnson. That one off the back iron and out.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Lewis. No points in the game yet for him. Indiana again missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Robertson dishes to Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar up top. Granger covering. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson, and that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jackson against Moncrief. Now the pass to O'Neal. Over Baker. Jackson kicks to Rose. Pass to Williams. And it's stolen by Moncrief. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Rose finds Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. 5 on the clock. To halt the run. A second chance effort. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Pacers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And that one falls for Williams. And the Bucks making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in. McGinnis, he's checked in for Indiana. Victor Oladipo comes in for Jackson. Milwaukee leading by 19. Moncrief, El Cid with it to the paint. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Pacers trail by 19. And here's Rose. Passes it to Oladipo. Great tee that time from Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Milwaukee. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And so here is Indiana. Outside Rose. Out to the right wing. Indiana moving it around. Outside Williams. Launches a 3. No good that time. So Milwaukee, they'll take it the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Oladipo. Williams passes to Oladipo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Pacers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Pacers trail by 17. To the middle, here's Kellogg, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Pressey against Oladipo. Here's Pressey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 17.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. The pass to Bridgman over Williams, and again it's Milwaukee converting.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so it's Milwaukee, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Indiana, we've got Danny Granger, and it's Lewis in at the point guard position.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has
been. Good. Pacers trail by 19. Tipped away. The dish to George. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Kellogg. Takes the 13-footer, and the jumper is good.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Down low. He blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now Giannis. He kicks it to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Antetokounmpo. Paul George grabs the miss.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Lewis misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
From 12 feet out. Antetokounmpo, no good. Pacers trail by 17. The drive by Granger. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Johnson comes in for Ray Allen. And it's Moncrief in for Pressey. O'Neal's checked in for Indiana.
And the word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Pacers trail by 16. Lewis outside. Pass to George for the three. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Johnson, the pass to Robertson. Robertson is doubled. It's deflected. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. Almost 7 feet tall. He makes it look effortless.
Passes it to O'Neal. Over Antetokounmpo. O'Neal misses.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Antetokounmpo. It's not going to go for him. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's George, and he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Robertson against Lewis. Johnson up top, dishes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Moncrief kicks to Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Lewis passes to O'Neal. From 13, and that one good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Milwaukee leading by 16. The pass to Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pass to George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it.
And George drops them both. Here's Robertson. Johnson outside to the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 18. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. O'Neal dishes to George. Pocket 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Granger. The rebound by the Bucks. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 16th rebound on the night. Johnson outside. Pass to Moncrief. Now here is Abdul-Jabbar. Moncrief El Cid with it. From deep three-point range. The offensive rebound. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Yeah, defensively, Kevin, this is a mismatch. No contest. Jabbar with his length at the rim, forget about it.
George looking around. Passes to Lewis. From 13, he squares up and sinks it.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Moncrief the pass to Johnson. And Granger with the block. They get it back. Good work there as it goes. Lewis passes to Smits. Outside, George. From deep. Off target with that shot.
Well, you know, the defense right there. You see the burst Moncrief has. Quickly getting up on the shot.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.